Hello guys, so today I will show you how to generate your all pentest tools when playing CTFs or even doing pentest assessment. And every time it can be a pen installing things in the target that we want. When play CTFs, for example, normally the host doesn't have internet connection. Of course, we can generate your our repository to download the package that we want to that server, but that is not really useful, right? That's a path. So for this, one thing that we are going to use is a Docker file. Okay, I created this Docker file here that have a machine using Ubuntu 20.04 as an example, install a bunch of things that is needed to generate or compile or binary. Okay, it's really interesting thing that uses the same version of the target that we want. Uh, so we make sure that nothing related to the operational system can be interfering in the binaries that we generate. In the end of the video, I will show you how we can using this binary that we generate without any dependence for our target. So the idea, we are going to use a Python thing and use this Cursor package to use this example. Okay, so let's start. Let's enter into this machine that we generate. For this, we can use a docker run command like that. There we generate a terminal, interactive mode, and we are removing this machine after we are done with it. Okay, that's a machine that we generate. And let's import this example package for this inside the machine. And the idea is that we are going to generate one single binary of this package. This package, actually, let me give you some notes about it. This package is used to uh, force Windows machine to connect back to us when doing a pentest. This way, we can steal its an HTML hash that is used to authenticate in Windows environment. No, I'm not going to give you so much details here because the focusing on generating our binary without all of these dependencies. Okay, so let's do that. Let's clone this package for inside our Docker machine here. Now that we have this package here, we can enter here and we can use install this package in this machine. For this, we use Python setup tools install. Here we can install. You can see that this package is installing a lot of packages. Okay, basically that would be the steps that we needed to do in our target to be able to use this package. Install all of these packages in your target. For us, or using locally really doesn't have a problem because you can do that without this way. But for our target, oh, it can be a pen, right? So to use this tool, we are using Python here first. For example, we can see that is the how this tool look like, okay, when executing this tool. But to generate the single binary, we are going to use a package in Python called PyInstaller. Pip install PyInstaller here. That can do the work for us. For Python tools, of course. And to use this tool, we needed to pass some comments like one file because we want to generate one single file in the end with the all dependence inside of this file. Basically, is that we this case of this tool we need to collect the internal dependence, call it coerced. Uh, Not all binaries you need to pass the dependence here, so we can test it without this option first, and after using uh, accordingly with the log error, you can infer what the name of the dependence that is missing. Now we pass the name of the binary we want to generate the as output, and the name of the start script. In the case is course.py. Let's see. That is generated binary. One thing that is cool about this tool that have a lot of options. I can show you. I have a installer in my Linux machine here. You can see that we have a lot of options. Even you can use a UPX command to compress this file because this file is a bit larger, and you can use specific Windows things. You can generate here UPX. You can use it to compress this file, so you can generate a smaller. And we have a bunch of other options here, guys. It's very cool. It's a tool that we can use to generate binaries for Linux, Windows, Mac OS. Uh, and after we we run that command, we can, if everything worked fine, the binary was generated in this folder. Let's see if that's working. Now you can see that we are running the tool only by executing a file without Python tag. Okay, but let's import this for our host machine. We can use this package of Python to generate the temporary web server. So we can download this in your machine here. You can download that file with wget command and the name here. And let's put the name here. But as you can see, guys, that is no more a Python thing. Now that is a binary output, in this case, a binary for Linux machine. And I will show you how this tool working. So you can have an example. This. So I have the I'm play Hack the Box ProLab thing. I can use this my connection with this ProLab from virtual Hack the Box. So of course not show you the secrets that I can't spoiler uh, about this machine, but we can understand how that is working. Now I'm going to this directory and host it. And now from my host, I will create the Python server here on my host to import the squares file to this machine that I just connected now. Now I need to pass my IP here, the part, cursor. In this case, it would be a binary, I think with 12 length size, let's say. That's an 8, that's 11, that's 11. But we can reduce the size of this binary using compression tools like UPX, and you can inform to that PyInstaller binary. So I needed to give execution permission to this file. And now, guys, let's see. First.80, And now we are executing a Python thing without installing nothing. We can see using pp command here. We even don't have the pp3. Let's see. Okay, we don't have pp installed in this machine, so we don't have a lot of things, and we are executing the coerce inside of this machine. As you can see, let's go to our Docker machine. If you use the pip first here, you can see that this package has a lot of Python dependencies. We are executing here in this machine without installing nothing. No. Here, let's give you an example of this tool working. So for this, I am using Responder. I can explain Responder and this other attack or in another video, but for now, I'm just show you this to work. Basically, I start a bunch of servers, and the idea is using that tool to force a Windows machine to connect back to us. If I didn't have this tool installed here, I needed to proxy and do a lot of other more complex things. For this, let's store the password to in a secret way that so I will not spoiler you about this. Hack the boss machine. So I started the password that I'm going to use here. To use the course, I need to use a course, the name course here, and in the case the credentials of the user that I have access to this machine, the CIP, this case is this one, and let me see, the target that I want to connect back to me, this case is this one, and the listen that we when we are creating our server. In this case, is the host here. So let's start 480, and I'm going using an option of this tool as well. Continue. So this tool does ask me to don't prompt me to yes or no every time. Basically, is that. Oh, I put a wrong option here. Squares. And now, guys, see, you can see we are stealing the hash of this machine. Okay, basically is that, guys. Hope you like it. This video. It's pretty cool thing that can be useful sometimes to create your all tools when play CTFs or even doing assessment, and you can use this in every environment. Okay, so I see you all next time. Bye bye.